Hey, what's up guys? So one of my viewers sent me this card and I looked it up. It's called Flashing Carat Dragon Stardust, I guess. It looks like Stardust Dragon, as you guys can tell from the picture. Let me go ahead and tell you its effect, then I want to see if we can figure out some uses for this. So I looked up when this card was coming out. It didn't have an English date, but apparently it's coming out in December in Japan, so we probably won't get it until next year. But that said, it is pretty much the same as Stardust. It's a level 8 Synchro. I know, we haven't seen the Synchros in a while, right? New Synchros, at least. But yeah, it's once per turn. During either player's turn, you can target one card on the field. This turn, it cannot be destroyed. So I was like, well, why would I want to do that? Like, Stardust is way better, right? Because Stardust, you get to negate and then destroy the card. And I was like, well, this card just seems like a bad Stardust Dragon. I would just make Stardust Dragon. But I was like, you know what? Let me try to think of some plays. Okay, so I thought of some good ideas. So let's say your opponent has like a pretty good field, like they have like, a relatively decent amount of monsters on the field. And they don't have Stardust Dragon. Maybe they have like Scrap Dragon, they have like a Utopia and Grapha or something like that. They just have like a pretty good established field where they can basically game you next turn. And let's say that they have a face down Solemn Warning, and in your hand you have the option to make a level 8 Synchro, and then you still have Dark Hole in your hand. So I was thinking that it'd be kind of cool if you just if you made Stardust, because if you made this, or we'll call it Flashing Carat Dragon. But yeah, let's say that you make this card. They probably won't Solemn Warning. They'll be like, what is that? I don't even care. It doesn't even really do much. I mean, what are you going to do after this? If you then activate, its effect, and then you go, it's cool, let me Dark Hole, and then they lose their field, maybe you can just attack them directly for game. And I was like, that's not bad. Also, I was thinking with Torrential, you could, activate its effect, and then when your opponent summons something, you Torrential, and then they lose their field, and then you still have this. Whereas, Stardust is pretty easy to run over. I just thought this would be pretty good card since Torrential Tribute is at, 2, and your Dark Hole is still legal. It just would be a card where it would surprise some people because you'd make it, and they'd be like, it's cool. I'm not going to, bottomless it or anything because, what does it even do? It's just 25. If they have a bigger monster, then you could just Dark Hole, and then, it wouldn't be destroyed. Because, yeah, you can activate its effect during either player's turn. But it is the same stats. It started as 25, 2000, and then it requires the same thing. One tuner plus one or more non-tuner type monsters. It's wind, so, I mean, I don't think it actually counts its name as Stardust. I don't know if it's actually called Flashing Carat Dragon Stardust, but I've seen a few posts that were saying that it was Stardust. I don't know. I don't know if you can activate Assault Mode Activate on it. It's a new card. Let's see if we can find any more combos with it, because I think this card, it probably won't see any play, to be honest. But I'm trying to figure out some uses, because I try to be optimistic about cards that are new. I remember we had, was it Fishborg Blaster, and then they made some other Fishborg cards that were, they tried to be it, but it wasn't nearly as good. They try to bring back cards sometimes. They'll make watered down versions, but they just can't hold up to it. I remember they did the same thing with Substitute. They made another one, but it was I don't remember what it was, Subsifrog or something. It was something, and it was a wannabe Substitute that was not nearly as good. But I mean, I don't think this is going to mean that Stardust is getting banned or anything like that. But I'm just saying that, I'm trying to think of any more uses for it, and maybe you guys can think of some uses to play the Flashing Carat Dragon, because I think Torrential and Dark Hole seem like those are pretty good ways to, just clear the board, then you still have a monster. Because remember, it does not negate the destruction. It just makes so that specific card can't be destroyed. So I guess if you really, really want to protect one field spell on the card on the field, you can use that. I guess it's not bad. I don't see an impact in the meta. Again, it's just the Torrential and Dark Hole were some plays that I came up with. Other than that, I felt like Stardust Dragon overall more of a well-rounded card, because not only do you get to protect itself, but then also you get to destroy the card. Now keep in mind, this doesn't destroy whatever is being destroying this card, so that was the downside with it. But it is kind of upside again, because with that Dark Hole, like I mentioned, if your opponent has a good field and you go make this Dark Hole, I don't know, it seems like it could be okay. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below if you have any combos with this, or if you see this card seeing any other play in certain decks that can really make use of that effect. Because I'm thinking you can maybe Black Rose the field somehow, or there's probably some cards that are from really old sets where it's destroy 2 of your own monsters or something, or I don't know, that just do something that can combo well with this card that I just don't see at the moment. But thanks for watching, guys. Asian Eyes White Dragon, signing out.